Alright, well, we're going into the Scarlet Monastery. We're here with Bishsterz, Shami Pops, who you might know, also streams. Aprikitkat, who also streams, big hardcore player in the Onlyfangs guild, and Beefburger. Beefburger was sourced for this group, I believe, from looking for group chat. I haven't played with him before. Actually, I don't think I've played with any of these people before, despite some of them being in my guild. Anyways, I'm on my rogue. We just completed a Razorfen Downs and got this sweet Vanquisher's sword. I've got this kind of gear, and I'm using a subtlety build. The build's mostly focused on ambush, but I'm not going to be ambushing much in the dungeon. I'm more focused on stuns and control and like interrupts and slows. So I'm mostly going to be doing cheap shot openers. My damage probably not going to be great, but I want to have good control over the enemies and prevent them from like running away and stuff. I'll open up the voice comms for you guys to hear. Hopefully we have a good Scarlet Monastery run. We are trying to just do the whole thing so we can get the quest done for Into the Scarlet Monastery, which is this one, where we get Sword of Omen, another pretty good weapon. So that'll be nice. Here, I'll turn the voice comms on now, like I said. There we go. And a couple of us are on voice chat. I believe me and Aprikitkat and Pops are on the voice chat together.
Thank you.
Simon, go AFK.
No, I'm here. What's up?
Oh, do you need elixir of agility or anything?
Oh, I mean, I could benefit from that. I wouldn't say I need it. I will take it happily. Thank you.
Yeah, I only have the one there for you, so.
I'm saving mine till Armory and Cast probably.
I drank it immediately. Orc Zug Zug.
All right, I think everyone's ready.
Charging in. That guy was just basically stunned for the whole time it took to kill the other mob. So this is the library wing. So this is one of the lower level wings of the dungeon. We're planning to go through the whole thing. So these guys should be a bit of a pushover. And then we'll get to the harder stuff later. I'm always hitting that secondary target with a stun so it's not running after healers, and that gives the tank a little bit of extra time because like the tank's focused on the primary target, right? Patrol incoming, hit it with a distract. Another patrol, how deep are they gonna come? We got 2 patrols coming, back it up. Probably gonna pull in with that thing. I did not get the cheap shot off. I'm not sure what stopped me from getting the cheap shot. Might have just fumbled my buttons a little bit. I don't think we're trying to go all the way through library. We're just coming in for the huntsman for the quest. Then we'll go over to Armory and Cathedral. Good. Got these Heart of Zeals. That's a follow-up quest from a quest that we started in Razorfen Crawl. Just come out of stealth. Get these guys. Little slice and dice. Finish off the low one. If I switch off the low ones too early like I did there, then sometimes they just don't die because everyone switches off of them. Then you have no one killing them. So it was actually a little bit of a... I should have stayed on the main target until it was actually dead. Okay, my threat got a little high, so I switch off auto attack the other thing. My main thing in a dungeon to keep myself safe is I never ever want to be the person who has threat on a mob. So I saw I started to get too much threat, just change target, attack something else. Very easy. Does anyone have a key, though, to open Armory and Cathedral? Oh, that's actually a good question. I don't know if my lockpicking's high enough. My chat brought up a good question. Does anyone here have the key to open up the other ends of the instance?
I do.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, we're good then. I'm not sure if my lockpicking's high enough for that yet. Ooh, Undead Mage ripping. Unlucky. Back to Brill. Minus 30 for the Undeads. Follow-up stun. Nice. Alright, we're going in. Oh, shit. That's too high. Okay, this is on the Hunter right now. Now it's on the tank again. Stun it. Big stun. Looking at the threat meter. Looking at where all the mobs are. He's doing a whirlwind, I think. Okay. Tab off. Tab back. Threat was getting a little high. Got him killed. Excellent. Dog whistle. Okay. Can I skin these? Let's go. The need greed situation. What are we doing here? Greeds? Oh, okay, I'll greed roll it also. Pretty good item, honestly. Summons a little dude. Can probably get you into a lot of trouble with a, pet that you can't directly control. Might not be the best thing to have in hardcore. Alright, easy. Thanks for coming in here to get that guy so I can do the quest.
Anytime.
There we go. 20 Hearts of Zeal. Don't need to worry about those anymore. Perfect. Now we go back out, we do Armory. How is my lockpicking? Requires... It just says skill not high enough. Okay, it doesn't tell me exactly what I need to be able to open it. Alright. Back in here, Scarlet Soldier. They'll charge that one. I'll cheap shot the other one. One thing, when a warrior does a charge, the stun from the charge is on the same diminishing returns.
They also have sticky glue and slumber sand. If we get in a pickle for some reason, I'm gonna sticky glue a mob.
Excellent. I've got both of those as well.
Cool.
Right, so the warrior charges, the charge stun is on the same diminishing returns category as cheap shot. So if I were to cheap shot the same enemy that they charged, my cheap shot would only last 2 seconds. Whereas if I do a different one, it would last the full 4. Because it's another stun in the same diminishing returns category, so the second one that hits is only half duration. So that's why another reason why I'm always cheap shotting the other mob, not the kill target, and then quickly switching. Okay, I didn't know there was a secondary target that time. Did not come around the corner yet. Got the crippling poison up. Good. Alright, his music's a little bit too chill. Hollow Knight. Go Persona 5, okay. Persona 5's pretty good.
Grounding down.
I'm gonna try to line of sight this, I think. Yeah, perfect. It's good gameplay from the tank. Hold the stun just a little bit. Wanted to make sure the stun was gonna cover the mob's fleeing time, so like it would be stunned instead of running away in fear. The difference in vibes between this and that RFD is nutty. I was actually just thinking that. I was like, man, this is a group playing insanely safe, and the other one was like a group where I had to like argue with them to get them to not skip trash packs. They were like trying to skip trash packs and then like aggroing them from behind. And then it's like, why didn't we gotta just kill it. And they're like, no, it'll be fine. It's like, and I have to argue with them and be like, we should really just kill it. But this one is just like, everything this group so far, I'm very happy with. I'm very happy. I'm loving this one. But you're right, Greg Fork. You commented it at like basically the same time I thought it.
Yes, chef.
Trying to get a crippling poison up. Now there's a frost shock up, so that's fine. Rock shock's going everywhere. Nice. Reroll the bear item.
Did I buy that from you at vendor price, Simon?
You can have it.
Sweet. I'm excited to use mail. I'm trying to upgrade to all mail as fast as possible. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
I stomp.
Focus target. Phil, hello, welcome. Says, do you have any advice as to what to do when you eat too much food? I usually like to sleep after I eat too much food. You're really hungry and ate half of a large pizza and now I feel sick. Ooh, that's no good. What you need to do is train up your belly to be able to eat that much food at once, okay? Half of a large pizza? Also, what abilities are you even pressing? Cheap Shot, Hemorrhage, and Ghostly Strike for the most part. Sometimes we kick. Drawing threat on that guy. Okay, leaving, going, switching target. Let's attack this thing. Yeah, my choice of offhand being Outlaw Saber, kind of slow speed, means I'm not going to very reliably trigger the crippling poison. And the main hand doesn't have a poison on it because I want to benefit from Wind Fury for a bunch of extra damage. Alright, so there's kill target. We're being pulled nice and far back. Stun that one, switch back to kill target. Go for a hemorrhage, put the debuff up. In the group, especially with a hunter, there will be a lot more people to benefit from the hemorrhage buff. I was thinking about doing the ghostly strikes first, but I had the thought I should actually be putting up the hemorrhage debuff so everyone else can benefit from it, and then doing ghostly strike. They're all the same mob type. Oh, he just cast a spell immediately? Hell was that? Okay. Too much threat. Spell. Spell.
Nice gouge.
No spell for you. We have a good number of interrupts in this group.
Good God, yes. I'm really not watching the mobs.
Oh yeah, no worries. I have grounding and earth shock, and then Simon has kick and gouge and stomp. I have stomp. You have stomp. Shield bash.
Yeah, Bish should have shield bash too. I can get this chest. Hang on, he's pulling this. But my lockpicking skill is good enough to open that one over there. Probably slice and dice off of the cheap shot points that I get each time instead of just immediately tabbing over and losing them. Where's the damage? Dude, we're not focused on doing damage, Kuja. We're focused on insanely controlling them super hard and making sure everything's super safe and no problem at all. I know, it's a very SMH moment. There is nothing good in here.
Is there any flowers though?
I don't
Nope.
think mold, delicious cave mold, that doesn't really count. It's a plant, kind of. Holding for the kick. It's inevitably gonna be needed. That thing's dead. Mostly, we just let the hunter focus on the damage, you know? He doesn't have as many, like, easy utility abilities to pop off. You know, let him do the damage. I can do the utility. Putting skull marks on everything. There we go. Clean opener with a stun into a slice and dice, into a hemorrhage on the kill target. Hemorrhage over here. If you had to focus on damage, how would the rotation look like? I'd be going into stealth and I'd be doing ambush openers on every mob. I just got a large knapsack. That's a bag size increase right there. Right. The ambush openers would be way more damage. Basically, the whole build is focused around ambush openers, and that's what I'm doing when I'm usually solo questing, is ambushing every single mob. I have a macro set up so when I enter stealth, it swaps a dagger into my main hand, and then whenever I press hemorrhage or ghostly strike, it swaps into, like, a weapon that's actually good with those, like the sword. A dagger with hemorrhage or ghostly strike is not a good idea. That's bad. So you have to have those swaps set up to be effective. And the macros to do that you can find on the Discord. And if you're watching this on YouTube and not live on Twitch for the YouTube audience, the Discord is linked below every video in the video description. But also, I can show you some macros right now. So the stealth macro looks like this. Cast stealth, and then you do equip slot 16, and then the item name. 16 is your main hand, 17 is your offhand. So when I enter stealth with that macro, which isn't the one on my bar right now, because I don't want to be doing ambushes in the dungeon, right, it automatically equips those, so I'm ready to go with an ambush. And then my Ghostly Strike macro and Hemorrhage macro look pretty much the same, but they're like this. Equipping the weapons I want for that attack, and then casting the attack and having a little start attack command in there also. Yeah, let's equip that bag. Why not? Myrmidons, these start being a little dangerous. These are a little bit of a scary mob. They enrage at low health, so I want to have kidney shots ready for them to take them down. So they are stunned when they're low health and when they have that enrage active, so they're less dangerous. Over here. That thing gonna die? There we go. Okay, we're good. Ambush, ghostly, hemorrhage, kill. Yeah, that's pretty much what it would look like. The slice and dice, you use slice and dice when you've got, like, I don't know, 3, 4, or 5 points, like enough points. Oh, this is triple Myrmidon. Hang on. I'm not going to be able to stun all of these. Right, you use slice and dice when you're sure that you're going to be able to auto attack for the full duration of slice and dice. Right? You don't want to pop off a big slice and dice and then the mobs die 8 seconds later and then, like, the rest of it is wasted. Like, you didn't gain a lot of damage by that because you didn't attack with it for very long. 42, I thought, for Widowmaker? Yeah, 42 is when we will do Widowmaker, yeah. So, soon. Have aggro on this. Stun him. Maybe I should have had the skull target be Myrmidon. But focused DPS on the wrong target is usually better than split DPS, where some of it is on the right target. Focusing your damage in a group is like a very important thing. Just killing something really quick. Done. Nice. Perfect. Man, this dungeon's so smooth, it's like there's nothing to talk about.
That might get spicy. I hope not. I want it to just be really chill. Because I'll hit 40 after this.
Oh,
Are you
hell
close,
yeah.
Pops?
I'm a little under halfway.
Oops, I just accidentally unstealthed
Yeah,
for no
with all
reason.
those mobs in there. Plus the quest.
Yeah, you don't get that much experience from the mobs here.
No, that's true. Does anyone know what level the lower level side of Mara? I don't know if it's the orange side or the purple side. Is it like Is it like 43-ish?
I'm not
I'd
sure.
say more like 45-ish.
Gotcha.
But so is ZF, to me, is like 47-ish.
Yeah. CF's really like cozy though, unless you have a bad group.
All dungeons are cozy when you have a good group.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Zul'Farrak,
Except Alda. I hate Alda.
Zul'Farrak, I'm always scared of that temple section where you go up at the top and you, like, free the prisoners and then you have waves and waves and waves. Because I'm just afraid, like, extra stuff pulls and then it's a problem.
That only happens if people pull it, because the NPCs, believe it or not, will handle 9/10 of that if you just sit back behind them and let them.
That's what I would like to do when I take this character to Zul'Farrak.
Problem is, you get impatient people that run down and they pull up 3 or 4, and then, you know.
Yo, Pops, have you
Okay.
ever played with a guy in the guild called Dank? Speaking of...
I've never run a dungeon with him, though he's invited me to a few times.
We have a Evoker. I need to reload after this pull.
He invited me to do RFD earlier, but I was in the middle of a quest.
Yeah. I did a RFD with him. You were saying impatient people. He was trying to go pretty fast, and like I thought it was okay, but it was very different from the pace that this group is going.
Well, that's why, like, Bishsterz tanked for me. He knows I don't like big pulls. He knows I don't like rushing.
Yep. This is the pace I prefer as well. I just told myself when the other group was like going faster than I prefer, I'm like, I got Vanish, I got Preparation, I can Vanish a second time, man. If it goes bad, it's probably not bad for me. We made it through just fine, though. No deaths. It was all good.
Alright, I'm back from the world's longest reload, it felt like.
Nico Belikov, howdy, says, howdy, Simon and chat. How goes today? Good. We got Razorfin Downs done, and we're in the middle of Scarlet Monastery. Hopefully going to get that one done. Chat, what's the add-on for the combat text he's using? I'm just making it bigger. There's no add-on. It's default game function. Do /console world text scale, and you can put it to whatever you want. I think I usually do like 2.5 or something, but let me show you something funny. Console world text scale 5. We're gonna crit for a lot more damage in just a moment here, okay? You're gonna see. Because the number's gonna be bigger, that's how you know it's more damage.
So, Kat, you want to be careful in this corridor with your totems.
Yeah.
Because there are paths that while we're fighting Herod will come down.
Yep,
And
I
if we
saw
leave-
Gunner's death
Alright,
yesterday.
we'll go world text
Yeah,
scale
if we
2.
leave totems in this corridor, they're coming after us.
This is
I
too
may just
slow.
not
2.
drop totems till we're in his
5?
room.
I wouldn't
Here's
drop
2.5.
totems till we're in Herod's room.
Yeah. We'll just suffer a little without Wind Fury. It'll be okay. We'll be fine. I'm a little paranoid about that myself. So this is the last room. This is the last hall.
Yeah,
Okay, then yeah, I'm not.
this is the
going.
last boss in Armory. We're almost to him.
Yeah, that's a fast one.
Stunned so he doesn't run. Easy.
Do you think the
peasy.
ones back there will despawn though in time?
Mine will be gone in 20 seconds. Yours should be gone about the same time.
But what you can
Okay.
also do, right, is just resummon them once you're inside the room, right?
Right, that's my plan. I just didn't know if they were gonna pat. Like, are they patting from behind? Or do they just come?
I think it's
Eventually?
a patrol that spawns once you engage Herod. I don't know
Oh,
exactly
okay.
where it spawns.
Do you have totem timers?
I had to reload because the add-on I was using for it freaked out, and that's why it took me so long. It started screaming at me, and I was like, ah. I'll drink before we start.
Oh, I can't open this. What I can't do is open this. Then maybe I get enough skill points. Okay, I did not skill up my lockpicking there. Try again. I have no idea what the required skill even is for this door, but I'm now 139. Still can't open it. Other person in the group opened it. Alright, Herod. He drops a male shoulder, a male helmet, and that two-handed axe he's using. So, nothing really good for rogues, honestly. But that's fine. Yeah, immune to stun. Okay. Whoa, shit. Okay, I did way too much threat at the start. Slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. He will, Yep, Whirlwind. Run away from that. Hunter's just gonna keep cranking the boss. Okay, that's over. Go back in. Threat's way better now. He's enraged. Whirlwind. Back away. Oh my God, I can't get up the stairs. Go. Yeah, yep, just go away. And Hunter has threat. Needs to feign death. Perfect. I think I took, that was a frontal cleave, I think, that I took there. Back away. Herod's slain. Boom. Herod's shoulder. Greed roll. That's a male item. We don't need it. But we're coming in for the Scarlet trainees. These guys can drop a Tabard of the Scarlet Crusade, and it's pretty cool. So it'd be nice if we got that. But it's kind of rare, you know. Loot all of them. See if we get it. No.
Nice and clean.
No. Spectral Necklace of Spirit. Okay, greed roll that. Any other lootables? No, no, no. Maybe this one down
Can
here.
I get the tabard?
No
I
tabard
don't
for
think
me.
so. I didn't.
Nope, me
It's
neither.
over here. Cheese. Okay. Alright, sweet. Into the cathedral.
Yeah, we're gonna go in Cathedral, and before we start pulling, I'm gonna take a quick bio.
Yeah, good com.
That's the fun part about running with an old guy. They gotta get up like every hour.
Novalox says, has anyone died in one of your dungeon groups yet? No. I have not witnessed...
Oh, Kit Kat, you took the shoulders?
Other than myself dying in the Barrens the one time, I have not been in the group with someone. Right. Yeah, I've not witnessed anyone die.
Why? He can run it again and again and again. He's a tank. He can get a group anytime.
True, true.
You know you did good when you get all the way here and there's not a single respawn.
I'm
Yeah.
a little behind you guys.
Yeah, I wonder how that mob showed up for the other group, for Gunner's group. Because I figured it was like a patrol that would spawn after you engaged the boss. But we saw nothing running out here.
Maybe they skipped something by chance?
Yeah, that's my next best guess.
Sometimes people just like skip stuff for no good reason.
Did someone clip the Hunter incident? You
Alright,
mean
take a quick bio.
at the start of the Razorfin Downs? I mean, I don't know if it's clipped, but it's on the stream, you know? There's VOD of it at the very least. Oh, you know, while Pop's AFK, I'm gonna go stealth into the graveyard and see if the rare spawn is up. Or if any of the rare spawns are up. We get one graveyard ID all day. Might as well check it. And from here, I should be able to target any rare spawn. What are the names of the other ones? Scarlet Champion. Let me see. I'll look it up. Graveyard. Scarlet Monastery. Fallen Champion. Nope, he's not here. And the last one is Azshir. Not finding him either. Okay. Distract you. Exit out. Yeah, Ironspine dropped a ring that would be really good for me. Like 9 agility, 4 strength or something like that. And the other ones have decent loot on them too for other classes. Can you show overall damage? I think it includes my other dungeon group. No, it doesn't. Okay. Alright, I scouted the graveyard. No rare spawns for us.
Aw, that's too bad.
I do need to be let back into the cathedral, though.
Oh, I'll let you in.
Thank you.
Can never see in the dark here. In SOD, we did like SM for probably 18 hours straight, and you'd think I'd have learned where the door is.
Yeah, that's pretty good considering I'm like pretty much just focused on stunning stuff and slowing it all the time, not really focused on cranking as much damage as I can. Fallen Champion has leather gloves. Let's see. Embalmed Shroud, Ebon Vice. Wow, that's all. Yeah, those are actually really good. Wow. I wonder if I could go in and solo him if I found him. Like, we could check here every day. It's a 33
I'm back.
elite.
I'm Cat.
Oh,
No,
well.
I'm not a dad joke fan.
Ow. Oh wait, I'll purr.
Yeah, 3.3 thousand of health
That's
is
my
a
cat
lot.
impression.
Very nice, very nice.
Say, probably not worth my time to go in here and check. I'm ready. Take stun when he's low health. Gonna link with that one? No, it's not. Okay. Good. I managed my energy poorly. Didn't have the energy to execute the stun at the very end. Alright, that guy will come with. Stun him, slice, go on this guy with a hemorrhage. Stun.
Did you see, Pops? They changed it so you can group with people up to 7 levels above you.
I saw that.
How do you feel? Do
I
you
think
have an
that's
opinion?
absurd. I think it should be 3.
Oh,
Of course, I've been doing almost everything solo anyway.
yeah. I'm doing a lot.
Uh-oh.
Lost a
Druid.
cow. There's not enough druids. I hope I hit 60 so I can go druid.
Yeah, 7 levels seems like a lot if you're trying to be, like, doing similar content and not, like, overpowering it. But at the same time, I would guess the motivation for expanding that is, like, it's been really hard to find dungeon groups.
Yeah. 3 levels would make it pretty difficult to... Because, like, the dungeon ranges itself is kind of crazy.
I think at the start, when more people were a very similar level, it was way easier, but now there've been a lot of deaths, the people leveling at different paces. The level range within the guild is much more spread out and less concentrated, so there's, you know,
I
fewer
cannot
people
fix
in
it.
each level range to do each dungeon.
Yeah, that's why he also said that you can group with people outside the guild if you can't find people in the guild.
Right. Novalok, that's Pops. Another streamer, Shami Pops. I don't know if he got another player killed or not. I have no knowledge of that. What if we start getting a higher level junk box at, I don't know, level 41 mobs? We started fighting level 31 mobs is when we first started pickpocketing worn junk boxes off of them. Just full stun the mob for its entire life, almost.
It's nice just pulling it all back where we have space to move. I like your tank Pops. He's very trustworthy.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the guys who tank, like him and
I ran with another one of your tanks too.
yep,
That was
and
really
Willie
good.
and all that, they were running with me on hardcore when I was doing hardcore, even when Onlyfangs wasn't a thing. So they know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
I like pulls. They know how I run.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do any more dungeons with any of you guys. This group has been possibly my favorite of all the dungeon groups I've done. I feel very safe.
Those trousers will give me some more mana.
Excellent.
Strength good for bonking too. Do you mostly cast or are you still melee as Resto?
Oh, I mostly melee.
Yeah, saves mana.
I remember trying to do these pulls on my hunter in Season of Discovery, where you would actually just pull the whole thing and kite it. Very different approach to the dungeon here. Good.
Pops, you want that gold thorn?
Want what?
Skill and
Oh, the gold
swords
one?
up
Yeah.
to 200, okay.
There, it's right there. I picked my first Grounds Blood today.
Your first what?
Grom's blood. Like
I'm not high
280.
enough for Grom's blood yet.
It must be 265 or something.
You guys both doing herbalism?
I'm 246.
Yeah, I'm herb out.
I gotta go to Swamp of Sorrows to up my alchemy. It's
Oh, yeah.
225.
I've been doing skinning and leatherworking, and my favorite thing is whenever an orc dies and then they re-roll, I just craft a bunch of low-level leather, send it to him immediately.
Aw.
I've been sending out orc care packages to all the orcs.
I know I've been sending a crap ton of cloth over to Sergeant Pepper lately.
He's doing tailoring, making some bags.
Sergeant Pepper is, I'm not.
Yeah. Plenty more worn junk boxes. I love having these pickpocket macroed into all my stealth openers.
Yeah, Simon, once I get higher, I have the lip recipe, so I'll try to get one too. I'm gonna try and get one to like all the people that I've ran with and stuff to help keep them safe in case you fall off a cliff or something.
Got some extras in. Yeah, that would be great. I appreciate that.
I just can't get ghost mushrooms yet. They're in all scary places. And yes, of course, one for Pops too. It's nice in case you fall or something, you can hit it right before you hit the ground. That wizard's hacking.
Go. Spell interrupts, stuns, all over the place. Slows. Got him. Got the killing blow on that, so I have a remorseless buff, so I can use my ghostly strike
We'll
to
leave
consume
that
that.
for the rogue.
Oh, I pressed 3.
Whatever, I can unlock it for you.
I'll just give it to you. If it's
Works for
something
me.
good and you want to roll it out, you can, and if not, no one's mad.
Unlock it right now. What's in the box?
Veggies. I don't
Night
think it's
Sky Armor, 8 Stamina, 8 Intellect, 8 Spirit Cloth, chest.
cat.
But there's a lockpicking skill up. 140 now.
Nice.
Rats.
I felt cheated when they took away the lockpicking skill points for professions for Onlyfangs. I mean, the basis of it was fine. It was a totally fair thing, but, you know, I, as a rogue, who have already leveled lockpicking, was unhappy. Oopsies. Pulled out a stealth. Pocket says, you're trying to get gold per mount. Is pickpocketing SM a good farm to get gold per mount? I would just...
These wizards are nasty if you get 2 of them. All that arcane explosion.
I would pick an area of mobs, and I would just grind them.
Yeah, I know. At 40, I get chain heal.
I spent a lot of time leveling up between 30 and 40 in the basilisks in Thousand Needles, right here. And it's right next to Gadget Zan, which has a mailbox and a bank, and you basically just grind those. If you have skinning, it's insane because you get to skin them also, but they drop, you know, a fair amount of just animal parts that you can vendor for a good amount of money. And the main thing is when you're grinding, you like pick one mob area to grind. When you go like all around Stranglethorn Vale, for example, you kill tigers, they drop one type of item, then you kill panthers and they drop other types of item, then you kill raptors and they drop this other type of item. Your inventory fills up really, really fast, and then you lose efficiency because you have to go back to town much more frequently to empty out the inventory, whereas you stick to one monster type and you could do it near a town. Also, you spend way less time going back and forth to town. And you can be way more efficient with your mob grinding and gold gain. Yeah, the turtles in Shimmering Flats are also quite good. But me as a rogue, they tended to deal a lot more damage to me than the basilisks did per fight, so I opted to do the basilisks. But yeah, my main recommendation is like, find an area of mobs that you like and just grind those particular mobs so you're not going around killing a bunch of different things. Good interrupt. Kidney shot on cooldown. Yeah, so when I hit level 40, I had 111 gold. So I had enough gold to buy my mount and buy my level 40 training. And then I bought artisan skinning and artisan leatherworking. But I started planning ahead for that when I was like level 32, 33 or something. I'm like, okay, like there's like one last purchase I'm going to make, and then everything gets saved from here on out to make sure I had enough gold by the time I hit 40, right? Training artisan professions was not a priority prior to having enough gold for mount. I just ended up with enough after the fact. Being conservative with which spells you train is another big thing. In the 30 to 40 range, you know, skills are like a gold and a half each. That's really expensive. If you train every single one, you're gonna run out of gold. So like I trained ambush and I trained sprint. And I think I trained a rank of eviscerate or something. I was very conservative with just training the abilities that I use frequently. All right, we're almost into the cathedral. 4 more mobs, then we've got everything clear out here. And we'll be ready to go in. Threat. Okay, totally fine. Use the full duration of that slice and dice there. There's a lot more mobs inside the cathedral, though. We're far from done here. We'll carefully pull everything out, and it'll be good, and chill. Oh, you know what? I was thinking there's not that many good loot items, but I just remembered, if you kill the little undead dude, who's like in the back of the cathedral, I think he drops banded bracers that are like really good bracers for me. And then we'll see if that hammer even drops. But maybe I should ask about it beforehand. But the healing hammer that drops from Whitemane is unironically a very good weapon for me, but I wouldn't take it if any of the people who are actual healers wanted it. It's just slow weapon, high DPS. Better than Vanquishers? If I got that, my out-of-stealth weapons would be Vanquishers offhand, Hammer of Grace main hand. That's how I would set it up. And my Hemorrhages and my Ghostly Strikes would hit for significantly more damage. Oh yeah, I actually haven't used a mace in a very long time, so my skill with maces is 99. Yeah, I'd have to be very careful raising the skill up. Let's keep this mob. Oh, dodged my kidney shot. I wanted to keep that mob stunned the whole time.
Oh, maybe a hat for Pop? A little chapeau?
That would be nice, or the hat. Mazoot, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in here. There's a necklace, there's a hat. There's a hammer that drops from Whitemane that has some bonus healing on it, which is, it's also kind of a good rogue weapon. I would want it, but I wouldn't take it if any of you wanted to, like, actually heal with it.
What's that?
The Hammer of Grace. So, one-handed mace, has a little bit of spirit and a little bit of bonus healing. Let me see if I can grab a link for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the one I want, but...
Oh, yeah, you go for it then.
Because I've got an offhand in the bank that's like plus 14 healing.
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely. All you then.
But I can't use it. But what if that mace drops? I can pair that mace and that and have plus 25 healing.
Yeah, excellent.
Ahí está.
We'll have to find a slow weapon somewhere else. Or run this again tomorrow, and maybe we get lucky. Mana pool's a little low. Pop's drinking. Why did he turn gray? What? The hell is that? Would you not just use... No, Sword of Omens is a 1.9 speed weapon. So its damage per hit is very low. Makes it not very good for Hemorrhage and Ghostly Strike. Hammer of Grace would be a lot better. Yeah, I did just ask the healer if they wanted the mace, and they said yes, so I would not take the mace over a healer. I would only take the mace if the healer in the group doesn't need it. Chemo is not normalized. Hemorrhage and Ghostly Strike are non-normalized weapon attacks, so that means when you have a slower weapon, you gain more damage per point of attack power than you would with a faster weapon. It means having a slow weapon for those attacks is much more important than it is for having a slow weapon for a normalized attack like Sinister Strike, Ambush, or Backstab. Wizard and back.
I stop.
Maybe I should have just CC'd him far away, let them finish off.
Did
the
you
first
get
one.
nervous and pop a healing pot?
I did not. My pot is off cooldown. Nope. I don't know what healed me actually, other than you. But I did rip aggro with a Wind Fury proc.
If you're going with Sinister Strike, you're just looking for the highest. Usually, you're just looking for the highest damage per second. But when you're selecting weapons, you're factoring in weapon speed, weapon DPS, and the secondary stats. And if you...
Oh, I know what it is. I have the talent that
if you simplify it to one thing, like a lot of people will tell you, you have to have a slow weapon, or you have to have a this, or you have to have top end him. If you simplify it to one aspect, you will not be evaluating them correctly in all circumstances. You might have a general rule that's good usually, but like simplifying that it's like you're dumbing it down a lot, and you're gonna miss out on some opportunities of good weapons if all you do is abide by like one simple rule like that.
That's a lot of int pop.
And also, specifically to your comment about top end, the high end of the damage range, so like 86 for Vanquisher's Sword, nothing in the game ever references or calculates based on exactly the top end damage of a weapon. Everyone who has ever said anything about top end weapon damage being important doesn't know what they're talking about. Anytime that a ability references a weapon's damage in its damage calculation, it will roll the dice between the low end and the high end. So what you care about sometimes, which factors into some calculations, is the weapon's average damage. You can have weapons that have really high top end and really low end, but the same average damage as a weapon with a smaller range. And those are basically the same. You want, for PvP, Slinger 007 says, for PvP, you want that roll of the top end. Well, I'm not a PvP guy, so I will quote what I have heard another PvP guy say. Mir, who maybe you've heard this guy before, also thinks focusing on top end is stupid, because he says when you have two weapons and like one has a bigger damage range and one has a smaller damage range, you know, a bunch of top end Andes
drop any totems up here by the boss though.
Will tell you want to pick the one with the bigger damage range. But what Mir said is you will win as many matches because you high roll a high top end damage, you know, whatever ability that just barely squeezes out a kill that you wouldn't have otherwise. You will win as many matches due to that as you will lose because you happened to roll lower than you could have with the other weapon and then failed to get a killing blow. This idea that, like, it's completely dumb to ever care about the top end of your weapon damage range or focus on that and think it's important. It's the average damage per hit that factors in part into some ability damage calculations.
Pretty sure we can all move up here.
Sounds great.
All right, up and to the left. I have to redo my crippling poison, actually.
Kat, you got any money towards your mount yet?
Oh, not really. I have 19 gold and it'll be gone at 40. I've been pushing too hard profession, and those crystal vials are like 20 silver per 5.
Oh my.
And I haven't been charging for pots till yesterday, basically. So I'll start farming and selling pots to like the 60 people who have their mounts already. And then I'll get my mount, but it's not gonna be for a bit.
Thank God for Ghost Wolf.
Yep. Are you?
Yeah, I'm not even close either.
Oh yeah.
I got 12 gold and I need 11 of it for level 40.
Yep, exactly.
I think for how old this game is, there's you know, there's been so much time for people to proliferate like bad ideas that those bad ideas aren't ever gonna go away. Because there's always gonna be some corner of the internet with someone saying, "Oh, this is important for this thing," and you know, it's never gonna go away. What I'm saying. Interrupt his fire shield, and he just goes back to arcane explosioning. Rather of him just cast fire shield instead of doing so many damn arcane explosions.
Well, that may have been the spiciest thing so far.
Double wizard,
mana.
double arcane explosion. Our
Yeah,
manas
I'm
are pretty
drinking.
low.
Me and Pops both are.
Saw it. Look, he was about to. He saw the mana in chat.
Yeah, that was a little bit... I mean, I don't think anybody got that low.
Oh,
No, it was fine.
but that was the spiciest that we've had so far, which is a nice thing to say.
Alright, let's see banded bracers off of this guy. I think we should just keep running this place like the next day and the next day so we can try to get this mace. Or we'd have to find... I mean, we were looking at the other options in our level range. It's like the next best thing would be out of Zul'Farrak. There's a nice slow main hand weapon. We'll see. I mean, I think we should keep leveling up, but then still try to hit a cathedral group every day. Dang, did not drop the bandit
It
bracers.
looks like a nice pops item.
Big
Yeah,
pog
can we roll
damage.
that?
Oh yeah, those
Just
are like
pass,
my
whatever.
BIS for a while.
Crap.
Hell yeah, nice.
I love everybody getting upgrades. Poor Simon. It's nothing
It's
for
okay.
you, so. Is the... Oh, there's not the sword. Because this is Horde.
No, there is a sword
there's
from the
a sword.
quest, but it's not that good.
That's too bad. It looks like it's good, but it's kind of fast, huh?
Right. I'm looking for those nice slow one-handers. Alright. We don't need crippling poison here. We can go instant poison. Porto Johnny coming in with the Prime Gaming. Thank you very much, Porto Johnny. I appreciate your support. I hope you're having a great day, Porto Johnny. Thank you. Thank you. Salamanders asked Micro Thunder Fury. Yeah, that's the mace from Zul'Farrak. Has like a AoE nature damage and attack speed slow. It's very much a mini Thunder Fury.
They must be purified.
So our tank's level 39, which means this mob's 3 levels above him.
You shall pay for this
We'll
treasure.
see.
Which means it can do a crushing blow, bonus damage on its attack, which is a little bit dangerous, but
The light
kind of whatever.
has spoken.
Not trying to pull threat on this, so I wanted to wait till the tank rolled up before I started blasting it. I'm slept. What Johnny says,
Tremor Totem, don't break that sleep.
loved your Season Discovery Road guides. Thanks for streaming. Well, you're very welcome.
At your side, milady.
Alright, threat's still good here.
She can't even be interrupted either. See?
Nope.
There
Oh,
she
the
is.
mace. There you go. Alright, this is what we want, but I'm not going to take that over a healer. It is legitimately a good weapon for me, but it's also one of extremely few items in, in the level range that have access to that. Pop said he wanted it. Yeah, he's rolling on it. We'll let him have it. Aegis.
That's a great
Good, good shield.
for Bish.
Excellent. No, Cogbolt, we asked Pops earlier about the thing. He
Great
said
run. Super smooth.
he said he had
I'm gonna walk out. Oh, wait.
he said he had an offhand in his bank ready to go to pair with a one hand already.
Our ancestors be praised. For the Horde.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out because my hearth's over at Desolus.
Mine as well, and that was a long trek.
Where do we turn in this quest? In Undercity?
I think so.
Yep, for Ithmaris. Or for Methus.
Oh yeah, he's in the throne room. That's the demon in the throne room.
Oh, we got some patrol in this
we
room.
got respawns.
The hunter's
Is the
in the
hunter okay?
hallway. Yeah, he's got one mob with him. He's coming back.
His pets. I guess we should invite him back to the group, even though he left.
I think he's okay. Box?
I think the important thing was we didn't let him die.
Right.
I am in combat. I wonder why.
I'm not. I don't see anything behind us. I think we're okay.
There, it's gone now.
Oh,
Well,
damn, we're out.
yeah, excellent. Very good group. I'd be happy to run it again tomorrow if any of you guys
I'll be
want to.
around. Yeah, I'll be around.
Yeah, we'll probably, if we do this again, we'll probably do RFD tomorrow. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think both the dungeons are, decent experience and they're kind of fun. So, still a couple loot items I want to get out of them, so I'll keep questing, leveling up, and get into any dungeons I can.
Sounds great. I'm around. Just let me know if you guys make a group.
Kit Kat's in combat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we have
all
the
great.
sentry in the back.
Not a big deal. It's only 31.
That guy sounds about 70 years old. I don't know how old he is, but that sounds about right. I don't know. That's Pops. He also streams. Chalmers says, "Sup Simon, how goes the hardcoring?" Well, we did Razorfen Downs and we did Scarlet Monastery today.
All right, thanks for the group.
That was
I'm gonna
great.
drop out of the party.
Yeah, me
Alrighty,
too.
Thank you all for the group.
Adios. Was a pleasure. Let me see. Pops. What is his Twitch? Let's see. LMNOP. Is it Pops Shami or Sham? I think it was Shami Pops. What's his name? Yeah, here. Popsbarngrill. That's his Twitch name. Okay, so we streamed and we played the entire day. And we didn't gain a single level. I really thought there would be more experience. Well, maybe when we turn this in. Oh, no, it'd have to be over 4,000 experience to turn this in. Well, no, we have multiple quests. We might be able to... Oh, this one's in the library, and I forgot to loot it. Okay, Heart of Zeal, Master Apothecary. Yeah, maybe between the two of these we get 4,000 and we level up. Like, we went extra hard yesterday to level up 3 times. And then I just basically slacked off on the leveling today. Bishsterz says, "Sweet job in the dungeon." Yeah, well, to you too, Bishster. If you want to run it again tomorrow, I know you didn't get the leggings or the axe. I'd be very happy to go again tomorrow. Bishster, I actually want that same mace that Pops got, that healing one. It is unironically a very good rogue weapon as well, but considering it has all those healing stats on it, I wasn't going to take it over someone using it for the healing stats. But I would like to try again. Maybe include RFD. Yeah, I did RFD today. I'd be happy to do RFD again. Alright, let's find these quest turn-ins. Master Apothecary is here. And then that guy's over there. Okay. And then, when we hit 41... Now, so we're going to ding 41. And then we're just going to be 1 level away from training a new rank of ambush and equipping a better dagger, too. 42 for our Widowmaker dagger. Undercity is actually kind of nice that you can mount through the entire thing. Heart of Zeal. 2,000 for that?
I'm listening.
Purchase order to Alessandro. Okay, that's just go somewhere else in Undercity. Okay, I'll take it. I guess. That's not hard. This walk over there, get some experience. Okay, I'll do that. So we're not doing the errand quest right now. We're going to Varamathras to turn in the quest for Sword of Omen. 1.9. It's awfully fast. It's a high quality item, you know, 30 DPS, good secondary stats, but not quite good enough to be used here. I don't think I want to pick this. This is definitely better than the necklace I have, but we'll go for the Sword of Omen. None of those rewards are like that much to get excited about. There we go. Wow, that gave me 5,000? I didn't think that was going to give me 5,000. That's a lot. All right, let's go extra rank of precision, level 41.